Now then, welcome back to another episode of the Agrarian Skies. Nemsun here, as always, in his turd suit, looking around at all of the beautiful things that I have created so far, and looking over at the new thing that I'm messing around with today. Last episode, we were messing around with it, getting the sieving automated and sorted so that it would constantly be sieving sand. And it is fairly constant. It is fairly constant. At least the middle two are constant. And the middle two are doing a job. Doing a good job. Look at all the resources I'm getting off them constantly. Power's virtually full up all the time. These end ones don't receive the sand from this slot as often. As you can see, these guys are backed up with gravel. So these hammers can't keep up with the gravel. Which means that this sand it's pretty much always there. It's keeping up to a degree, isn't it? It's keeping up to a degree. And this one doesn't really have a lot of choice. Now, I've got upgrades that I can put in here. I wanted to make sure that these guys were on full power and maintaining full power. This one struggles a little bit. This one's maintaining full power. I wanted to make sure they were maintaining some kind of power. This one's still maybe not steadily... I don't know yet. I don't know. One of them always using up a little bit more energy than the others in it. So maybe the energy from that one is going all over the place. Maybe that's what it is. But these are staying fairly full. I will do some upgrades on these as well now. But now I've got the main setup, I need to think about where storage is going to be. And I'm going to store up there so that I can access them from upstairs. And the idea here is I'm going to put a chest at the end here and put a hopper chain just leading straight to it. A hopper chain looks good to me. I could use the transfer nodes, but that would mean getting underneath and putting four transfer nodes onto that. And that's fairly expensive in comparison to a hopper, so I'm going to use hoppers. I'm not going to filter them or anything like that. I'm just going to hopper them straight into a chest. But not any old chest. No, not any old chest. I've got the idea in my head for refined relocation. And these things here, and these in my inventory now, are refined relocation barrels. Sorting barrels. They take a normal normal jabber barrel, and just 4 gold ingots. So it's expensive because gold seems to be the thing that I've got the least of. But I've got the least of it because I've been using it a lot. So, yeah, it kind of fits, doesn't it? What I'm doing is putting all 9 of the main ores on here, right? And I was wondering, how am I going to get these all to be sorted? And do another little thing that I wanted to get done as well. I want to be able to access these and make things happen. I haven't got anywhere to put a light around here. Oh well, it's not too dark. I want the crafting frames on the back here. And I was wondering how I could set it up so that I could have an access side for the raw materials and an access side for crafting frames. And I came up with the idea of using the sorting system from refined relocation instead of the extra utilities. Extra utilities seems to be the go-to until now, and I seem to be able to find better options than using the extra utilities stuff. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I am doing, and you're about to see if it works. So, getting the items into the sorting chest. Okay, there's a sorting chest here from refined relocation. Sorting chest, 2 gold, a chest, and 2 bits of wood. Easy to get a sorting chest. And then from the sorting chest, it will go into all connected inventories. So these sorting barrels are connected inventories, and the sorting connectors will connect the system together so that I can have the chest downstairs, and the sorting connectors are like extender pipes or something. There's a few different types, importers, exporters and all that, but none of them I really actually need. Relocation connector. No, I definitely only need these sorting connectors for now, so I'm just making some of these up. Iron in the middle, 4 of those and 4 corners. Now, I don't know how many I'm going to need. I'm going to take 4 just for now. Just because. And then I'm going to make 1 sorting chest, I think. I think I'll just make the 1 sorting chest. I doubt I'm going to need more than 1. What do you reckon? Do you reckon more than 1? I don't think I need more than 1. So I should be okay with that. Yeah, I should be okay. With 1 chest and 1 set of the items. The sorting connectors. Should be okay with that. Let's see. Well, we can always add some more, because they're not exactly that expensive. I've got a bit left. Here we go, we'll have one of those. I've got a few resources left, and more and more resources are coming in all the time. I just need to smelt them every now and again. That's all. Okay, so the idea here. Okay, we've got the 9 ore types. That's the thing. And I also want to do the 9 crushed types as the next thing. Oh, it's spitting them out all over the place because I'm shift clicking. Dang it. Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Okay, lead. Let's put lead in. Lead was here. Let's put the lead in there and tap it. And aluminium. I just got to sort these out into the right places first. Like this. And then it will know from then on where to put things. And the refined relocation will do a very, very quick job of doing it as well. That goes in there. Okay. And tin. It's quite advanced. It almost to a cheaty level. I think this actually... I know this is saying something, but this actually beats it in regards to applied energistics. I think this actually wins out over applied energistics for the speed in which it can do its relocation. Platinum ore, that's that one. It's amazing. I did a little bit of testing, and I think this is so awesome. These are all going to go there, yeah. And then we've got all of these guys. I don't know if I need to put them all in now. I'm going to see if it automatically sorts things out that way for me. I'm going to put a refined relocation sorting connector there, so it connects up into them. So now that is part of the network of sorting. And drop down below, and we should be able to hook this up down on this corner if I worked it out right. Yeah, to there. That's to the half slab there. Put 1 more on, that'll do that there, yes. And then I'll put the chest over here next to it. So now the chest is on the sorting system as well. So when I put this iron ore in, it'll just disappear. This crushed iron ore will just disappear and get relocated to where it's supposed to be. In theory, that's where it's supposed to go. So we'll head back up and double check that that's happened. I only put a stack in originally, didn't I? So we should see 2 and a bit stacks in this barrel here. And indeed we do. So yeah, it's working. It's working perfectly. And then this iron powder would go in here like that. So we've got the 3 different types, from the gravel, the sand, and the dust. Right? And it's all on this side. Which, this side I've got plans for. I've got a cobble gen pumping up this to this side. I've got a cobble gen pumping up to this side. And I've got a power supply right below me from the lava. So I've got some plans for this little section here. But the main side is this side. This is the main side that I'll be going to most of the time to come and get the ores. But of course I can't see the ores, you say. Why can't you see the ores? Why you do this so you can't see where you're going? Well, I will show you. I will show you with the iron ore first, because that's the first one that's basically ready for this. We're going... Oh, actually, I've got some sticks over here. Let's grab them sticks. As you can see here, this is the example, okay? I've got sticks on this side of the barrel, yeah? That I place the sticks in because this is the wood farm. I place the sticks into there. So let's just take half the sticks, place them back in there, right? On the other side, I've got one of these crafting frames, which allows me to grab the crop sticks, and it basically crafts them from the inventory next to it. And then when I've finished using them, I've got this barrel here for putting them away again, which is this side, the farm side. And when I need some, instead of going to the crafting first, I can go to the barrel first, grab them out of the barrel first, use them, and then throw them back in the barrel when I'm finished with my farming, which I haven't really touched at all because I've been thinking about this so much. So we need these guys to be crafting frames. I made that wrong, didn't I? I've got to do crafting benches. Okay, crafting benches. So I have 2 more here. I'm going to need loads of these. So let's start off with the first 4. There we go. I'll make a load more and fix them all up, but I want to show you what we're doing first. Okay, so I'm going to take one of that, one of that, and one of that. I'm going to put the crafting frame on there, and this is going to be to give me that iron or gravel. Okay, so I get gravel off that one, and this one's going to be the crushed iron ore, like that. There we go. And then this one down here is going to be the iron ore dust. Okay, so now from this side I put the items in. I can also put them in from this side as well, so I can take them out from here. So let's take some out. I take them out from here, and I could also put them away in here as well. So I can put them away in here as well, but it's got to be a bit more careful because of getting the ores, right? So for a starter, yeah, this is starting up. I've got access to be able to just grab these ores out of the crafting frame for me, instead of having to take the raw resources and craft them myself. Now I can just grab them from the back there, and that means then I can have something like another hammer over here and break them down. I could, for instance, break these down over here and then pop them back into the barrel by double clicking, and then take out another one of the next thing on and bash that down and then double click it into there. And then when I've got what I want to use, I can take it over to the smeltery and smelt it down into the ingots. I don't know of any way of automating this just yet, and I quite like the ability to do it. I can probably use from thermal expansion, whatever that thing's called that does auto crafting for you. You know the one. If you know the one, you know the one. You don't need to leave it in the comments. I could find it if I quickly searched NEI. But the thing that makes crafting recipes and stuff, I could have all this automated so that all of these ores automate themselves. But, I would like to be able to keep them stored like this, so that I can see how much stuff I've got. And then I would like to manually just come along and grab them. So this is how we do it, yeah, this is how we do it. So I take some of those, put that on there, and that. It doesn't really matter which way around I do that, I don't think. And then I can throw the remnants back in there, and if I want one, I can get one. Nice and simple. So that is what I'm going to do for this lot, right? Downstairs we need to put stuff into this sorting chest. So first up, do I have the wood available? Yes, I do. Let's make another little crafting table down here. There we go. I got too much stuff in my inventory now from showing you everything. Let's make a chest. And this is just going to be a normal vanilla chest. I'm going to put this normal vanilla chest at the end of this row. Is it going to go up one? It might need to go up one more. Let me put this down for now. There we go. About there. Yeah, that'll do. I could take it a bit further, but I'll do it just about there. Okay. So, oh no, actually, I'm in the right place. I was in the wrong place there. Let's put this back down here. Let's do this again. Right, so this just needs to go right there. Okay. And I put some hoppers going into that. So we take this and the first hopper. I've only got one hopper on me at the minute, but that, you get the idea. Put the hopper into that. So now everything from here will start going into the hopper and going into this chest. Right? So now I've got to make sure that I don't connect to that by bringing it out one first. I'm guessing that'll work. And I'll probably need one of my covers that I've still got. think I've still got some left. Yeah, I've only used a couple. As you saw, I moved all this round, so just to get it all in a bit better, let's put that on there. Yeah, that'll stop these two connecting now. And then this can go up like that and into the refined relocation chest. Now, I know we're going to see things appearing in here, but I don't know if it will sort them out if they haven't got a location because of the barrels. So these cactus seeds and these cocoa beans don't have a location. This only has one location to put it in, so it should be fairly quick. It's going to start emptying that out. So the hoppers will empty all the sieves out into this chest. This chest will then get emptied out into the sorting chest. The sorting chest, if it's got a location to put something, will put it away. The best thing about this is that I can now add another one of these on this side and do another row of barrels on this side for all the miscellaneous stuff that we get that isn't already being sorted, which I think is pretty cool. I like the idea of that. The refined relocation in action. And I just need to do all the crafting frames as well, which is very cheap, and I got lots of wood. So that's another good alternative for doing this. So now this will just fill itself up. I just need to refine all this stuff. Everything that goes into that one refined relocation chest there will get sorted into these barrels. And I can set it up so that you could potentially have a row of barrels along here as well with all the other stuff, and that would then get sorted in there. Maybe I will set it up so that it's chests or something. I don't know. I don't know how I want it to look just yet, because most of the stuff on this side I'm not going to use very often. The ores are the important ones, and that is what I need to get finished off right now. Okay, well, with that stage done, now I've got to move on to the next stage, and the next stage is making a big reactor. There's a few things that I need to do before I can make a big reactor, however, and the first thing is I need one more piece of redstone. Can you believe it? I need one more piece of redstone to make an induction smelter. I don't think there's any other recipe for an induction smelter. Just look at that. That looks cool, doesn't it? I like the way it looks. Now, I probably won't be changing this in the future either. When I want a supply of a certain type of goodie, I think I'm going to have some sort of automatic system here for just being able to go right-click, right-click, right-click all the way along the top, throw it in a chest, it crushes it down into the following ores and puts them back into the barrels. Then right-click along those barrels, put that in, let them process through, right-click along the next ones, and put those into the smelter. And just put them into the top of the chest here and just let them smelt through until eventually I put them all into here. Look how much iron I've got now. Haha, look at all that. Loads of iron. But in order to do this bit here, I need the 2 bits of redstone for 1 reception coil. I think I've got enough invar and iron to do everything else. So it should be okay. I think I've got enough invar. 9 invar. That's 4, 8. Maybe I need a little bit more invar making. I'll make that as well in a minute. But the recipe for the big reactors. Let's have a look at this. This is what I'm going to be working on over the next few, well, maybe days, maybe hours, who knows. I'm going to need to make reactor casings. These need steel ingots in the corners to make the reactor casings. Everything else requires reactor casings as part of the recipe. So I've got yellorium ingots, graphite bars, and steel ingots to craft, to make a supply of, so I can make reactor casings. Then I can make reactor coils, which redstone, reactor casings, graphite bars, yellowite bars again, reactor powers, more redstone, reactor casings, access points, a piston, a chest, and some more casings. So as you can see, that's mostly casings that I've got to worry about. And the yellorium supply is now going into a chest. So this chest here I've placed on top of a sorting connector. That connects to this chest, and these chests connect across here. So they all are part of the same sorting system. So anything I put into here will get sorted into here. So I couldn't throw odd bits and pieces in here to let it get sorted away into all the ores. Next to that, I've got all these seeds that I'm getting at the minute that, well, I don't really need all these at all. I don't need all these cactus seeds, I don't need all these cocoa bean seeds. I'm going to need some of those because I haven't done anything with those yet. But I don't need all of that stuff, so I'm going to probably end up voiding it off or throwing it away or something. But in here we've got Quicksilver for Thorncraft, Amber for Thorncraft, and 41 Yellurium. It was 34 just before I hit record because I went and had a look to see if I got enough to do what I need to do. But it's 41 already, which is pretty good. And the Applied Energistic stuff is building up a nice little stock. Charged quartz and normal quartz all being built up from the sand, which is cool. So, yeah, supplies are growing over there automatically now. With the Yellurium as well. That means I've got plenty of Yellurium. I'll get it out eventually. Plenty of Yellurium up there. I've got a little smelter thing here. So I've got charcoal in there, and the dark wood comes in through the farm and either goes into the furnace or goes into the chest. And to start it all off, I'm just topping that up so that it keeps producing charcoal, and then making sure that I making sure that I make sure this is full every now and again as well, just to do that. Then the charcoal, I cook the charcoal into graphite bars. Charcoal cooks itself into graphite bars, so I've got plenty of supply for those as well. The only thing I'm missing is the steel, and the steel, as far as I can tell, let's have a look at the steel recipe. There's lots of things that we use steel for, obviously, but the actual steel ingots that I'm going to be using from Tinker's Construct require either smelting nether pig iron, which we don't have pig iron. Well, we don't have nether ores at the minute available to me. I could possibly get a portal sorted out. It's easy enough to ex nihilo some obsidian and things like that. I can do that, but I don't really want to do that yet. I'm focused on staying here and doing what I'm doing. Steel is iron and pulverized charcoal. 4 pulverized charcoal makes me a steel ingot in an induction smelter. The other recipe is coal, pulverized coal and pulverized iron together. Can also do it, but only 2 coal dust, whereas charcoal needs 4. And the final page is also charcoal and pulverized iron, but charcoal needs 4 again. Where I've got a ton of charcoal being made all day, every day. I can make the graphite and I can make the steel with the charcoal recipe. And I've got a load of Yellurium over there. I don't really have a lot of coal coming. And having a pulverizing of coal would be a bit awkward. So I'll probably do it that way. There is a way to do it in the Tinker's Smeltery as well. However, I think that method... let's go to casting table. That method requires... Hey, go back where I want you. That method requires a lot of stuff. Here we go. Molten iron and liquefied coal. In order to get the liquefied coal, I'm going to need a magma crucible to get liquefied coal and all that side of stuff. So, yeah, I've got to build another thermal expansion machine one way or the other. And I figured the induction smelter is going to be a good one for me because I was told a recipe for making the hardened glass in the smeltery, which I'll probably use from time to time. But having an induction smelter means I can just add lead and sand and stuff together and do it normally anyway. So I've got a ton of sieving to do to get some redstone. I need to get a load of redstone sorted out. Could do another automated sieve to start sieving dust. But for right now, I'm just going to do it by hand because, well, while the automation's running, I don't really have anything else to do. Other than do a few things with the seeds over there, but I'm fairly happy with the seeds where they are right now. I've done a lot with seeds and farming in Magic Farm just recently. You may have caught the last episode of Magic Farm where I've built myself a massive greenhouse. Well, that great big thing there was quite a project, quite a big project to get sorted out, and that's where all the seeds are going. So I'm getting lots and lots of farming in that series. So I don't really want to be farming this series as well, jumping from one series to the other and doing the same thing. That's going to bore me, and I don't want to be bored, and I don't think you guys want to be bored either. So we'll do something different over here. We'll do it slightly different. I keep saying this in many episodes that we're going to do things different, and it's got to happen. It's got to happen to keep it interesting for both myself and for you guys. We need to keep things very different between the two series. Even though a lot of the mods are kind of duplicated. Not exactly duplicated, I know. But kind of duplicated between the two packs. We do need to make sure that we're keeping things interesting and doing different things. So hopefully you've found that so far in this series of Agrarian Skies. The Magic Farm 3 series is still very early beginning days. It's another Jaded Cat mod pack, and I'm enjoying playing around on there, but I'm putting more effort into the Agrarian Skies right now. So enjoy that, would you? Enjoy that. I've got to get this induction smelter made. So that is what I'm going to focus on. Getting the steel, the Illurium, and all the pieces I need to make all the component parts for the big reactor. So that next episode, which I think I'll put out tomorrow, the next episode I'll put out tomorrow will be making the big reactor and hopefully the other bits and pieces that we're going to use on the big reactor to be sieving just about everything. And I've got a fully automated ore production by the end of this week. The end of week 2 of Agrarian Skies. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will do the thing where I take off the turd suit helmet and say thank you very much for watching, everybody. I love all the likes and comments. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but you guys are filling those comment sections so fast. I don't know when to butt in. Seriously, I don't always know when to butt in. I do try and pick out a few comments that haven't already been commented on by somebody else to say hi, thank you for your feedback, and thanks for the information, and cheers, thanks for saying you like the series and all that kind of stuff. And the likes on the series are doing very well as well, getting close to 100 on every episode, which is excellent news. Thank you all so much for that. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Agrarian Skies 2, and we'll be building the big reactor. Yeah, that's not really that scary, is it? But never mind. See you later, guys. Goodbye.